Hello and welcome to another episode of MW8 Art. My name is Mike and it's the MW8 Art hotline. Give me a sec. Hello?
Hello, I'd like to make a complaint, please.
Oh, okay.
Yes, as you can probably hear, I'm deeply upset at how your last episode referred to the elderly gentleman from Up as Mr. Hendrickson, when it's clearly Mr. Fredrickson.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do really apologise, but...
And another thing, I was deeply...
This is going to take a while, just roll the titles. Karen, screen my calls, for God's sake. Sorry, guys. Anyway, where was I? Welcome back to another episode of MW80 Art. My name's Mike, and this is currently the third episode of MW80 Art. More episodes, in fact, than ever was released for the Osbournes Reloaded. So before we continue, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that's liked, subscribed and commented on my videos so far, especially to the drawing channel Draw with Johnny. His channel is featured down below. He did give me a shout out recently as well, which has got my subscriber numbers up, so thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So, speaking of a fast growth in subscribers, what a segue, come on! In this video, I wanted to show you a time-lapse video of the flash drawing that I did a while back. It is a saved video that I did from a long time ago. It is the only time-lapse one that I've done. It was a while ago, but I am planning on doing more with every painting that I'm going to be doing going forward once the Disney one is finished. So stay tuned to keep an eye out for those. So before we get into the time-lapse video, guys, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe and comment for your chance of a free print at the end of this month, October. So I will be doing that at the end of this month. So anybody that's liked, subscribed and commented to any of my videos so far, including this one, will be entered automatically to the prize draw for one of the free prints, which will follow.
Oh, hello. What's that then, love? Art prints, is it? And I can have one. And all I've got to do is like, subscribe and comment. Oh, I might do that after bingo. Ta-ra, love.
Even the elderly are getting involved. Like, subscribe and comment. Don't let her take your chance. So let's get the video started. Okay, so as you can see at the moment, I'm cutting out some sections on what is known as frisket film. It's like a clear plastic that you put over the top of your drawing, sticky on the back, so it adheres to the drawing surface. What it's basically doing is masking out the area that I don't want covered with my airbrush. So I'm cutting the sections out, and I'm starting the airbrush there now with this, which is a Copic airbrush system, and it uses Copic markers like these, and they just slot into the back and then spray. So it's basically a case of then mixing the colours together. So I wanted to get like a almost like a time sequence background with the lightning effect in the background for flash as well. What I'm doing now is using the same Copic markers to do a base layer. So just getting all the base layer in before I start doing the pencil work. They're a slightly different version of the Copic markers that go into the back of the airbrush system, but they're priced about the same and they do the same job. What I'm doing now is adding in the colour on top with the Prismacolor pencils and Faber-Castell Polychroma pencils. Those are the two I tend to use. The Prismacolors, they tend to blend really well. They're like a wax crayon, and they're really good for merging colour easily. The Polychromos I use then for any detailed line work. So like in the flash symbol there on his earpiece, any details in the face, any sort of textured work, in the mask and things like that, I would do with the polychromos, and I would do any sort of blending and just basic colour work with the Prismacolors. With regards to the colouring, I do tend to go from dark to light when I'm using pencils. It's easier to blend that way, I think. And I think you get a much better result. And I tend to, as you can see in that hood there, I've probably used about 6 different colours, ranging from a dark red and black all the way through to a pink and white when I'm trying to get the effect on the red of the hood itself. Don't be afraid to take your time on pieces like this as well. A lot of artists fall into the trap of just trying to smash out a piece of work as quickly as they can because they get bored or fed up or what have you. But don't try and rush it out in a couple of hours just because you're not going to get the end result you want. Don't be afraid to spend that extra time on it just to get it how you need it. As I'm doing there, again, more pinks into the highlights on the top and then whites as well. Picking out any highlights and adding the detail in the black lines there now with those polychromos I was referring to. You can see the head masks coming together now as well. Adding in the base layer then of the pink for the skin. Now I'm going in with the dark browns as well with the skin. Don't forget to use a good range of colours for skin. I see a lot of artists that use just a plain pinks for skin, and it doesn't tend to give a lot of depth. And they end up looking quite flat. Don't be afraid to add your shadows in. Don't be afraid to add darker colours in to get depth. So we are going now in with the lights there. So I tend to use in this sort of section not a lot of light coloured pinks. They are mostly dark to highlight the shadowing of the mask around the side areas there. And obviously underneath into the eye layers as well. Just adding in the colour now and the lightning. In the past, I've always been afraid to get it rushed when I come towards the end sections like this. As soon as I get the head done, I want to get it all done out the way. But you've got to try and avoid that trap and spend as much time on the rest of the piece, like the clothing and the detail work, as you do on the main part. So again, going into the suit there with the darks. I'm adding actually oranges and yellows into the shoulder pieces as well. As you can see, I've added white highlight pieces to highlight texture in the shoulder. And there we are, coming to the end of it now. All done. So just before we go, gentle reminder, like, subscribe and comment for your chance for a free print. And as ever, I've been Mike, you've been awesome, and thanks for watching.